as my number 5 best crossover dribbler in NBA history. This is just my list. He's number 5. And his crossover is one of the most electrifying moves in basketball history. I'm going to give you a breakdown of what makes it so effective. He got a quick first step. Steve uses a rapid first step to catch defenders off guard, allowing him to create space quickly. He dribbled low, keeping the ball low to the ground, making it harder for the defender to steal it while he's still maintaining control of it. He's very deceptive when he's crossing the ball over. By leaning in one direction before making the crossover, he misleads the defender, making him believe he's going one way, but he really going the other. And he got a fluid transition. The transition from one hand to the other is just seamlessly. As he crosses over, he accelerates, often driving towards the basket or just pulling up in your face for a jumper. He's very explosive. You combine explosiveness with his crossover and his athleticism, he often will finish with a powerful dunk or just a smooth layup. He was often just dunking on giants, Stevie franchise. The combination of his speed, skill, his agility made, his crossover not only effective, but also, that crowd pleaser, leaving the defenders just struggling to keep up with him, not knowing which way he's going, and just making them look stupid out there, making it look easy. But that's Stevie franchise. My number 4 best crossover dribble of all time is going to go to my man Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury early played with the Timberwolves with KG, came out with Allen Iverson. His crossover was just as deadly as my man Allen Iverson. He was very fast. First step was incredible. His low and controlled dribble, Marbury just kept the ball close to the ground, allowing for better control and making it difficult for defenders to anticipate his next move. His quick change of direction, he used the rapid change of direction, just often faking one way before swiftly crossing over to the opposite hand. He had incredible body fakes. Marbury employs effective body fakes and head nods to mislead defenders, creating the illusion that he's going in one direction before exploding in another. And his acceleration was out of this world. After the crossover, he accelerates quickly, often catching defenders off balance and creating space for a shot or drive. And his versatility, Stephon Marbury crossover can lead to various outcomes, including a pull-up jumper, a drive to the basket, or a dish to an open teammate, making it unpredictable. This combination of Marbury's speed, agility, and deceptive moves made Marbury crossover a powerful weapon on the court, and that's why I put him my 4th best crossover of all time in NBA history. Now, you can disagree if you want, put that in the comments section, but I got Marbury at number 4. Going at number 3 is my man Tim Hardaway. Now, Tim Hardaway, as a child, was one of my favorite crossover dribblers. I used to love his crossover. I used to try to do it all the time in games or at the park. Tim Hardaway, his crossover was famously known as the U-tap, the two-step. It's one of the most iconic moves in basketball history. It was special because he had a distinctive setup. He'll start with a low dribble, positioning himself to make a quick move. His stance is low, which enhances his stability and control. His two-step motion was just, it consists of a quick dribble to one side followed by a rapid switch to the other hand. This two-step action created a separation from defenders, and he could just pull up, shoot, or go to the hole layup. He used his body to fake one way, making defenders commit to that direction before swiftly changing courses, leaving them, lost, not knowing which direction to go. His acceleration, after executing the crossover, he accelerated quickly, often driving to the basket or creating space for a jump shot, a dime, and he just did whatever it took to get to the hole or to set up his teammate for an easy bucket. His finishing ability, his crossover often led to scoring opportunities, whether it was a layup, floater, or pull-up jump shot, showcasing his versatility. But overall, Tim Hardaway's crossover is celebrated for its effectiveness and style, making it a standout move that has influenced a generation of players. And that is why I put him at my number 3 best all-time crossover dribblers in NBA history. So at my number 2 best NBA crossover dribbler of all time, we're going to go with my man Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving, he's like a magician with the ball. He got so many moves. He's been doing it since I've been watching his highlights in high school, even at Duke, and of course in the NBA. And his crossover dribble is renowned for its fluidity and effectiveness. I mean, he often begins with a low control dribble, using his body to shield the ball from defenders. Changing pace makes it hard for opponents to anticipate his next move. I mean, his execution with the crossover was amazing. As he approaches the defender, he performs a swift crossover by quickly shifting the ball from one hand to another. I mean, his low center of gravity allows him to maintain balance and control. I mean, with his finishing moves, after the crossover, Kyrie often follows up with a drive to the basket or a pull-up jumper, utilizing his exceptional footwork and body control to navigate through traffic. In his deception, I mean, he had the ability to use misdirection, keeping his defenders guessing, enhancing the effectiveness of his crossover. Combined with all of that, Kyrie's crossover is not just about speed, it's a combination of skill, timing, and creativity, making it one of the most entertaining moves in basketball. And of course, he won a couple championships with LeBron James, with Kyrie Irving being the main focal point of that team during that time, with his smooth ball handling, creativity, allowing all his teammates to get open and allowing LeBron James to do what he had to do. And that's why I got Kyrie Irving as my second best NBA crossover dribbler of all time. And now we're going to go into number one. We say the best for last. At number one, I got Allen Iverson as the best crossover dribbler in NBA history. And let me give you a little breakdown of Allen Iverson crossover. Everybody know Iverson was quick. He had a quick first step. He will often use the speed to create separation from defenders. I mean, he had a low stance, which allowed him to change direction rapidly, making it difficult for defenders to anticipate his next move. And his hand control was out of this world. He had exceptional ball handling skills. I mean, Iverson would use one hand to push the ball out in front of him while simultaneously shifting his weight to the opposite side. He created an illusion of going one way before swiftly moving the ball in another direction. And his body language just left the defenders confused and off kilter, didn't know what to do. He often used body feints and head fakes to mislead defenders, enhancing the effectiveness of his crossover, and his execution was out of this world. The crossover itself involves a quick dribble from one hand to the other, often accompanied by a hard step in the direction of the initial movement, which leaves the defenders off balance. This combination of speed, skill, and deception made Iverson's crossover not only effective but also visually captivating, earning him a reputation as one of the best ball handlers in the game. And not only the best ball handler in the game, Iverson was one of the greats that ever played his position or in the league at that. I mean, he took a 76ers team with no help all the way to the finals, which they lost to the Lakers, but he was up against Shaq and Kobe in their prime. But in the comments section, let me know your top 5 NBA crossover dribblers of all time. And did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? What's your opinion? But it's your boy Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.